Happy Friday! Erica Sodas here with your Divination. Since today is Venus Day, aka Friday, and Venus is the goddess of love, I thought it would be fun to do a divination with different types of sweeteners, right? Foods, plants, things we use to sweeten our coffee, or if you're like me, baked goods, because, well, I'm obsessed with baking. So I didn't even want to show you the sweeteners first. So I have 4 different sweeteners, and I'll show you once you choose one of the 4. And the reason is because if you're like me, you're still trying to figure out, how you receive intuition and what is just the ego or fear and what is actual authentic wisdom. So you may have a attraction to a certain sweetener, right? And I didn't even want to do that. I just wanted you to trust yourself. So I put stickers on the top. The first one is Scooby-Doo, right? Number 1 is Scooby-Doo. We'll call that. Number 2 is this bunny. And 3 is 4-leaf clover, right? 3 is 4-leaf clover. And 4 is, well, it's chocolate gelt. I'm Jewish after all. This is a Hanukkah sticker. You can see the Star of David. I'd like you now to take a deep breath. Getting in touch with your intuition. Would you like number 1, Scooby? Number 2, bunny. Number 3, did I call this I called this a 4-leaf clover before, but it's actually a 3-leaf clover. 3, a 3-leaf clover, or 4, gelt. We'll call this gelt. Do you have it? Do you want 1, 2, 3, or 4? Ready for your insight into the sweetener that you naturally chose? And I just want to say that I went for sweeteners because, there's a lot of bad rap on good foods. There is something in medicine or alchemy called Doctrine of Signatures. And the Doctrine of Signatures is the idea that the way plants grow and aspects of them, living conditions, soil, do they flower or not, that reveals medicine of the plants. If we eat sweet foods, it will invoke sweetness inside of us. I made that up. I don't know if that's the Doctrine of Signature for sugar. So if you chose number 1, Scooby, now I have to say, I'm really impressed by this. I made this. This is actually vegan honey. There's no involvement of bees in this, right? It's not their honey. And I really wish you were here because it smells and tastes exactly like honey, right? And there's only 4 ingredients in this. Dandelion flowers, cups and cups of dandelion flowers. And there's also water, sugar, and lemon. The word dandelion is taken from French, dent de lion, which is lion's teeth. And lately I've been thinking that weeds are so amazing and magical, and I love them so much. And they're so resilient, right? So weeds can help us access our resiliency because not everyone loves weeds like I do, and they try to get rid of them. But no matter how hard they try, it's virtually really difficult because they're so resilient. So my sense is that if you chose one, this next cycle, right, this month, May and June, and the sun just went into Gemini, so we're entering a new phase, there's going to be some challenges for you. And you can do it. Right? I believe in you. And if you chose one, tap into your resiliency, right? Your strength. Difficulties and challenges, they really do help us grow and expand us if we can tweak the way we look at them. And think of lion and lion's teeth, right? So I'm a human species and I don't have teeth like carnivores have, right? That's why humans are naturally herbivores, right? Because we're not made to tear flesh like a lion. But right now, you are so powerful. You have it in you. I believe in you. Use your courage and your strength. You can overcome and learn and grow from these obstacles and experience an even better life for yourself. You go. If you chose number 2, this bunny, you chose one of my all-time favorite sweeteners in the world, maple syrup. Oh my God. I just love everything about maple syrup. The taste, the texture, it's wonderful. It's full of all kinds of minerals and nutrients. It's very, very, very healthy. The tree is very, very adaptable. It can grow in different kinds of soils and climates, and it has those beautiful leaves. Oh my God, it smells so good. I feel like I'm gonna have to just, yum. Okay, whew. So I bake a lot with maple syrup, even though it's really pricey. You don't have to use a lot. It's actually sweeter than sugar. I have my cat here who's like all over the place. Say hi, Princess Patches, precious poppycock McKee. You couldn't really see her because she's on my lap, but she's like maple syrup. So if you chose number 2, maple syrup, then now is a time for you to think about what kind of blood runs through your veins, right? Who are you? What is your history? What are you taking from your ancestors that you want to move forward on who you are? And what are you releasing from your ancestors? The next week for you is going to ask you to adapt, right? Like the maple tree. Are you being really stubborn in your way of thinking? And is this stubbornness inhibiting your growth, your awesomeness in the relationship because you won't adapt to maybe your partner's way or in your job or way of thinking? It's important in life to adapt, right? And now as the world is shifting from COVID, people want things to go back to normal, but normal created COVID. So I invite you now to adapt and think, how can you shift in order to be happier and more successful and more on purpose in your life? And if you chose number 3, I can't wait to show you what number 3 is. This is the newest sweetener that I've been using in baking. If you've chose the clover on the glass, you chose the ancient magical plant of dates. Aren't they gorgeous? Yes, these are Medjool Dates. So delicious. And I've been baking with them. I've been putting it in water and blending it and then using it as a sweetener. It's delicious. So, dates are an ancient plant. I mean, they've been around forever and they've been used in all kinds of rituals and magic. If you chose number 3, dates, now is the time for you to soften and kind of lighten up and really focus on your health, because at the end of the summer, things really are going to shift for you in your relationship, in your work, in your living situation. There will be a change. Something that you've been really wanting for a couple years is really going to sort of happen more in the end of the summer, right? Early fall. And so the more you can soften and take care of yourself, really think about your health, eat better. If you've thought of eating more plant-based, more vegan like I do, well, I'm completely vegan. So if you chose number 3, then please have trust that late summer, early fall, there's going to be so many amazing opportunities for you and ways in your life that you've wanting to grow and cultivate and manifest. Just soften, be gentle, take baths, luxuriate, eat dates with chocolate. Soften and care for your body. And if you chose number 4, gelt, aka sugar, then now, my friend, I am happy to tell you that you are going to be surprised and overwhelmed by how many wonderful things are coming to you in the next little bit, in this week and the week after. However, things may go a little off kilter and not end up the way you would like if you don't sweeten the situations and sweeten yourself, your intensity, your anxiety, your shadow. And I get it. My shadow is massive, right? But it's important to sweeten. So if it's a personal relationship or a work relationship or a potential landlord or a current landlord or somebody or some situation, maybe think about how you could sweeten that situation so that it goes in the more desired outcome, right? Maybe don't share every last little bit of information or give a gift. You know what I mean, friend. You could sweeten the situation so it works out more magically for all involved. So if you have these foods or consume them, I invite you now to go grab one of these. Maybe it's a dandelion outside since it's unlikely you have vegan honey at home, but eat a date or have something with sugar or maple syrup and think about the magic that's coming to you, the inspiration, the essence of your sweetener. And I so wish for you a sweet life every day where you experience the yumminess of being alive. And may this divination help sweeten your life. I love you and have a magical, wonderful day. Erica Sotis, out.